needs haunting, just call Rentaghost. We've got spooks and ghouls and freaks and fools at Rentaghost. Hear the Phantom of the Opera sing a haunting melody. Remember, what you see is not a mystery, but Rentaghost.
The score is 1916. My service, McWitch. Match point. Miss Popov, you make the most wonderful ping-pong ball.
Oh, for you, Mr. Claypole, darling, I am always ready to do a flavor.
My service again.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Oh, well played, Mr. Claypole.
Game, set, and match.
Thank you, Mr. Claypole.
All right, you spokes, back to work. Mr. Painting wants to use Rentaghost for a new job.
Yes. You see, we seem to have accumulated rather a lot of broken toys in the store, so I thought you could use your ghostly powers to repair them. I mean, take this, for instance. All it needs is a spook in the wheel. Yes, of course, there will be a bonus for the spook who does the most repairs.
What a bonny idea! For the benefit of ignorant sprites, bonus means extra payment.
I am well aware of that. I went to ghost school, stupid.
Aye, you come back, stupid.
So many different toys we have here. We got it, you name it.
Hey? Yes, but they're all in need of repair. For instance, this doll's voice mechanism doesn't work. It's supposed to say, Mama.
Lo, I have repaired it. Oh, but she still doesn't say Mama.
She won't talk to us until lying down.
What a novel idea. Let us try it. She still does not say Mama.
Oh, you daft Sassenach, she's not supposed to say it when we're lying down. It's the other way about.
But that is even stranger. Very well, then. I shall make a spell to ensure that Mama is spoken when the doll is lying down.
Mama.
Oh.
I don't know where you got your brains, Mr. Claypole, but you ought to ask for your money back.
I'm inclined to agree.
Mama.
Oh.
How many more times have I told you not to wait on a yellow line? Now we got a parking ticket. You should have waited in the car like I told you. Shut your mouth and come on. Come on. It's just conked out. Not a phone box in sight. Here, boy. Take it to Daddy. Take it to Daddy.
Oh, look! There's a rare bear that's bare at the rare. What are you doing, Miss Popov?
Oh, Mr. Claypole, darling, he's such a clever. He has made a spell so I can do invisible mending.
Now, here's another one with a defective sound mechanism. This elephant doesn't trumpet.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll make it trumpet.
Do behave yourself, McWitch. Now, as you can see, this doll is in perfect condition, except for the waterworks behind the eyes. When you squeeze her, she's supposed to cry real tears.
Oh, this calls for my superior skills. Oh, but I should be the one to cast a crying
Will you
spell
stop
at the doll.
squabbling and just cast a spell?
Oh. Gadzooks, the crying spell has hit Dobbin.
Will you get out of the way, you stupid nag? Now look what you've done. Instead of a crying doll, I've done a sobbing dobbin. What have you got in your mouth? A soggy-looking nose forwards from Ethel. I've broken down. I think there's something loose under the bonnet. She's always had something loose under the bonnet. All right.
Alas, poor Mistress Meeker has broken down. It must be the strain of worrying about her neighbours, the Perkins.
I am inclined 2 degrees.
You mean I am inclined to agree?
So am I. But she need not worry now that you have given the Perkins a magic talisman to grant all their wishes.
Mr. Claypole, change into your good deed clothes. I've got a job for you. Here, take this to Mama.
Sending Mr. Claypole to help you. Good. He can make the car go. While he's about it, he may as well give the old banger a really super engine with bags of horsepower.
Greetings, Mr. Sneaker. I am sorry to hear of your predicament. I shall transport you home.
I don't want to be transported home. I want you to make this rotten car go.
If it annoys you, certainly I will make the rotten car go. 'Tis done.
Good, you've cured the rattle. Now, I want you to make some more improvements.
To what?
To this old crock, of course. I want you to give it really super horsepower.
It shall be done. Behold, super horse.
Now see what you've done. He thinks he's off to save the world. And what have you done with my car? Bring it back. Oh! Oh. Now listen carefully, Super Twitter. I want you to make the car engine more powerful so that I can go a bit faster. Get it?
Got it.
Good. Ah! Oh! Oh! Help me! Stop!
Rose, we've definitely got to get a new car. Ours is so sluggish you have to change down to bottom gear to go over a bump in the road.
Yes, Dr. Newham. Well, you've only had a glimpse of the Meekers so far, so I thought I'd invite them over and then you could observe them from close quarters. Yes, I've invited them to tea. Well, no, of course I won't tell them you're a psychiatrist. I'll say you're a friend of the family. See you about 4 then. All right, goodbye.
Rose, are you out of your mind? It's only last week we told the Meekers to go away and leave us alone.
Yes, Arthur, well, I apologized to Mrs. Meeker this morning, and I feel we have to make allowances. I mean, if they really are going round a bend.
As a matter of fact, I've just seen her going round one, literally, at 80 miles an hour. I don't know what they've done to their car, but it goes like a rocket.
Well, they're lucky. I wish ours would.
I'm going to complain to the airport's authority. Those aircraft are flying so low, it sounds like a launching pad round here.
I have given him a smart uniform look, shiny shoes. I have painted his eyes blue. He is a new soldier through and through. Look how I have repaired this little lieutenant.
It's not lieutenant, it's lieutenant, you foreign spook.
What do you mean with English soldier? O is pronounced F. Oh, I did not know this.
What are you two nattering about?
Well, I was just telling Witch Hazel about this little lieutenant. With his smart uniform, his shiny chaps, his eyes of blep, he is a nef soldier, thrip and thrip.
Perhaps you should give his hair a shampoo.
Oh.
Oh, look!
What's that in the sky?
Is it a bird?
Is it a plane?
Nay, 'tis super horse.
Nay, it is Wonder Woman.
That stupid pantomime Pegasus keeps zooming around the sky and refuses to come down.
Oh, it is Mrs. Vife. Her voice is red with anger.
Eh?
And Mr. Claypole's turned our car into a public menace. I'd no sooner driven it out the garage, I was doing 80 miles an hour.
But many cars can do 80 miles an hour.
Not in reverse.
Ooh, a talking doll. How lovely.
You know, when I was a little girl...
This is no time for ancient history.
When When I was a little girl, I used to talk to my toys for hours. But they could never answer me back.
No, they must have felt.
I know the modern toys can talk and even walk. I wonder how it would feel to be a wee talking, tottering toy.
What a fascinating thought. Come, friends, let us all find out.
Oh, isn't this fun? Everything looks so different.
I wonder what it was like to live in a doll's house.
Let's go and have a look inside.
The beast is trying to tell us something's happened up there. Something sensational. Maybe there's something about it in the news.
The man denied all charges and said he was in Bootle at the time. An international squabble is brewing over a mysterious space vehicle which is now in orbit around the Earth. The Russians claim it is an American spy satellite disguised as a car. The Americans deny this and say that if they wanted to launch a spy satellite, it would be disguised as a Cadillac and not some crummy old English banger.
Ethel, that's a Perkins car. I know the license number. Now, I don't know which of you spooks is responsible for this, but I want that car back there before the Perkins realise it's missing.
But it will take 3 of us to summon it from such a vast distance.
Very well. Synchronize your noses. 1, 2, 3.
Experts believe that the mystery space vehicle is slowing down to go into parking orbit around the Earth. America, Russia, and Britain say this could have grave consequences. The American government states that if it goes into parking orbit over American territory, they will make a strong protest. The Russians say that if the parking orbit is over Russia, the car will be shot down immediately. The British government says if it parks over Britain, it will be towed away.
Oh, yon car's too far away to summon. Mr. Claypole and I must retire and cast a combined spell to bring it back.
I say, just a minute. What about returning us back to normal?
Yeah.
Me too.
Alas, we cannot do both. This mammoth spell would take many hours, and we shall need all our psychic energy. Therefore, you must remain toys until we have completed our task.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That means we won't be able to have tea with the Perkins. Miss Popoff, you better take a message to them.
Well, what shall I say? Just tell them that the Meekers find themselves in reduced circumstances.
Yes, they would explain in person, but they shrink from seeing anyone.
I'm tired of playing cards. I'm going to have a rest.
Now, there's your 2, Mr. Painting, and I'll raise you.
Mama! I can't even lie down without shouting, Mama. Your stupid sprite didn't just make us look like toys. We are toys, clockwork toys. I can't even go to the bathroom without being wound up.
Now, Ethel.
Don't now Ethel me, you incredible Hulk. I don't feel well. My mainspring hurts. I think my hair's becoming unglued, and I don't think those books will ever get us back to normal.
Oh, dear, calm down, Mrs. Meeker. You'll give yourself a duodenal cogwheel.
Cheer up, Ethel. Perhaps something will happen to change our luck. Perhaps one of us will walk under a black cat. Oh.
I'm not waiting to find out. Mr. Claypole!
You squealed?
Oh! Mr. Claypole, we're fed up with being dolls. How much longer is it going to take you to bring that car down to earth?
Alas, we have made no progress. It may take many more hours. Are you angry? Verily, I am answered.
Harold, I don't know how much longer I can be putting up with...
Oh, dear, she's run down. We must get a key and wind her.
Never mind, I'll wind you both up. I don't have that trouble. I'm battery operated. There you are, Ethel. Now.
I have delivered your message to the Perkins. Anybody home?
Miss Popov? Oh, Mr. Painting's wound down. Get the key and wind him up.
Oh, very well.
Oh, my mainspring! You're winding it too tight!
You've overwound him, Miss Popov.
Now you're overwinding me!
Those confounded low-flying aircraft are shaking every fitting in this house loose.
Oh, he's still out. That's the third time I've tried. Dr. Newman must be on his way here by now. Perhaps I'll get some biscuits and some tea cakes and maybe some of those petit fours.
Rose, why on earth are you making all this fuss? After all, the man's only paying a professional visit.
Oh, but good heavens, Arthur. I mean, he's cancelled one appointment to meet the Meekers. The least we can do is entertain him while he's here.
Yes, let's entertain him by all means. While we're at it, why not put on a cabaret for him?
Well, I only wish we could. At least it would be some consolation for his wasted journey.
Good afternoon.
I've been trying to track you down. I have to offer you an apology.
Yes, we've had a message from the Meekers to say that they can't come to tea after all.
Thank you. Look, I may as well tell you that I'm not really interested in meeting the Meekers anyway. You see, I've been coming here for several weeks, and I think it's time I explained something.
Explain what, Doctor?
Well, you see,
Now, kindly take a card. Any card from the center of the pack. Inspect it, and then replace it in the center of the pack. Thank you. Now we shuffle the pack. Now tell me, Doctor, is that the card you chose?
No.
Thank you. Explain what, Doctor?
Well, what I'd like to tell you is this. I'm not really interested in the Meekers' behavior. It's your behavior I'm interested in.
Why on earth should you be interested in? In our behavior.
Because it's not normal. You see, I've only been here a few minutes and already... Mrs. Perkins, now that's very precious. My watch is very precious,
What
please.
the devil do you mean? My wife and I are absolutely normal. It's those nutters next door you should be studying.
That was a present from my mother. You see, I really think you need help. I'd like to offer you psychiatric treatment.
How dare you suggest such a thing? Get out of my house, you incompetent...
Get out!
But I don't think you quite understand. You're really very ill. Okay. Good day.
Understand it. Why is our magic taking so long to bring the saloon satellite down to earth?
Because there is also a technical problem, such as I've often seen and heard on the magic telebox. You see, in order to minimize the friction caused by atmospheric drift, we must bring the vehicle down in a suborbital parabolic curve, thus limiting the thermal temperature of the outer skin until it is safely through the upper ionosphere. Do you understand?
No.
What a pity. I was hoping you could explain it to me.
If Mrs. Meeker does not stop crying soon, she is going to rust her swivel joints.
Oh. We have brought the Perkins car back to earth.
And we have just enough psychic energy left to return our friends to normal.
That's me, her muddy own roof.
Unfortunately, we made a wee miscalculation in the landing area. The car touched down about 2 miles from here.
2 miles?
Well, Mrs. Perkins said she was going out at 5 o'clock. Claypole, McWitch, use your powers to get the car to the Perkins pronto.
But Mistress Meeker!
Don't argue, just do it.
Arthur?
heard a boom in a room.
What room?
The Perkins living room, you daft Sassenachs.
The car is in the Perkins living room.
Yes!
At your party, be a smarty and hire Rentaghost. If you want a fright, climb the spooky heights with Rentaghost. You can let our spirits move you and for fun play Ghostman's Knock. Because we in the shop, we hope your knees will lock. That's Rentaghost. Let me say the most horrific, simple ghost, not scientific, merely supernatural ghoulies of the day. Heavy footsteps in your attic means a spectre telepathic is descending just to spirit you away. Hey! We are extraordinary fellas here at Rentaghost. To be another Uri Geller, come to Rentaghost. For a biography with ghost writers, and not forgetting a ghost script. An apparition crypt from deep inside a crypt. Ring Rentaghost. An apparition crypt from deep inside a crypt. Ring Rentaghost.